Monday night, like we talked about this a little bit on the Patreon, because it happened that night. The Bills were playing the Bengals, and I'm sure everybody has heard about, Demar, what's his last name? Demar
Hamlin.
Hamlin. He's trying to tackle a Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver. The wide receiver just put his shoulder right in his chest pad. He fell. It was normal tackle. It didn't look anything vicious. Like, you've seen some vicious hits if you watched American football for years, but this wasn't like a bad. It was like, oh, he got him, but it wasn't like, oh, that's a bad hit. You know what I mean? Like he didn't get his world rock. Demar stood up, fell right over, and I guess he had stopped breathing on the field. Oh man, it was mayhem. They had to stop the game. They suspended the game. Um, and I don't know. It's been a wild couple days on the internet. You know, um, people have been speculating what went wrong. I think he's gotten better. The last I've read that he could write. He wrote a response. They asked him. He asked him who won the game, and I guess the doctor said he wanted life and stuff like that. But it's been a nasty grift period. I've seen fake doctors grifting, talking about they administrated. I knew that was fake. I was like, come on, man. Why is people fucking doing all this bullshit? But the big grift. But it looks, I mean, I hope he gets better. They said he held his hand. They said he could write. So I guess he still got the tube in his mouth. I guess they're still doing the breathing and stuff for him and stuff like that. But it looks like he's a little bit better cognizant, whatever the fuck,
Cognizant.
cognizant. Um, now, so that's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
But as always, the grift was crazy for a few days, and it's still going a little bit strong. Now, some people were grifting, saying it was the punch that did it. I don't even know his status. I don't know. Um, people were getting rowdy at that. Skip Bayless came out and said, you know what I mean? He had to go apologizing. Uh, what's his name? Sterling took the day off. Shannon took the day off from work. He said
Mm-hmm.
he could work with the white man. Then came back. He's mad. I don't know, man. It was a wild couple days, man. I just don't know what to say.
I'ma say it. Hold on. It was the punch. Y'all can dilly dally all y'all want. I got an agenda to push.
We
Okay.
don't. I don't. We don't know that. I
I
don't like. I don't know that.
I don't got to know it. I got an agenda to push.
Somebody said that was terrible. Hey man, I'm just trying to be real. I told y'all I'm the realest on the show. I would not forget. Don't forget who fucking I can bring the banana pudding. I brought out the shea butter. You know what I mean? Don't forget it. Don't forget it. I'm just saying it could have been a contributing factor, yeah, because we've seen plenty of hits like that on football field that not cause anything crazy for him to fall out like that. You know what I mean? Um, the NFL's 94.6 of the players are vaccinated. Nearly 100% of NFL personnel are.
So he was probably on that list.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I seen somebody had, they didn't put the name of the player. They just put a text and they're like, yo, like he said it was an NFL player, current, talking about they don't know what they're giving us. I mean, like, we fucking, some people are scared and shook, you know. Some people have surmised that JJ Watt, he's retiring. They said he retiring because of that juice. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I don't just want to speculate. Um, people raised like his Demar had a charity. It's up to over $7 million. So it's a big story. A lot of people gave out. A lot of people feeling for this guy. Um, I'm just wondering, will it destroy football? Is it going to be the game or the needle? If it's the game or the needle, they're going to destroy the game. You know, seeing like if he can't come back and let's say he doesn't have all his functionality, like forget about playing again. I'm pretty sure that's out. You know, um, like what if he can't walk or something like that or talk? You know, this happened. Everybody can see. And I think that's going to affect generations of football to come. And I said on Patreon, man, you destroy football, man. America's a wrap, man. How you might as well take America out? You destroy it's America's game. Football is America's game.
Yeah.
That's one thing we can say for real football.
Yeah, it's the heart and blood. That's the heart and blood of America.
And I think, Whitlock has been on this, the left is trying to destroy football, they're trying to destroy masculinity. And one of the peak signs or shows of masculinity is, American football, and they're, you know, are they trying to take it out?
Well, I think you have a very interesting take because a lot of parents aren't going to sign their kids up for these types of sports if they know that they could have lifelong conditions that harm them. So I think it could take a hit. Also, we see a rise in international football. The United States went to the World Cup. They did better than they usually do. So, parents are moving their kids over there too. I've seen a lot of brothers showing up with their kids in international football now. You know what I mean? I'm getting more head nods. What up, brother? What up, brother? You know what I mean? And, we chat, we chop it up. You know what I mean? I connected with another brother. I had a son come over here. We was training our sons together. You know what I mean? That's how we practice. And I was over here. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I definitely could see that angle.
NFL just announced that they will not resume that game.
Yeah.
They canceled it.
So what's the deal with that?
I don't know.
What are they going to do now?
I don't know. I guess it depends on the playoff tiebreakers that come out. They'll just play one less game than everybody else, I guess.
So will that game count?
No, it's not gonna count
At all? The final score, none of that means anything.
uh
That's interesting. He said, "Oh Lord." Hunter said they'll still sign their kids up for that vacation, though. Oh man. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, because that's the thing. The TV's telling you football isn't safe, but the TV's also telling you that the Fauci is safe. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's the TV.
Yeah.
Um, so pray for him. But you got to think about all the people that stood up. The Cole Beasleys, the Aaron Rodgers, the Kyrie Irvings. Okay, so thank you for your donation. How many young athletic men dropped the last year? We know what it is.
Mm.
I mean, a lot. I mean, it's way more than usual. Um, but usually in football, it's usually like spinal cords and stuff like that, spinal injuries that you worry about. But um, yeah, I haven't seen. I've seen people, high school kids, not make it on the field. But that's it's because of a hit. Or like a rare hit. Certain places in the body. But um, that's crazy. But yeah, it's like people said. It's that thing ain't for everybody. You know. And you can choose whatever you want to put in your body. It should, in my opinion, it should only be for old folks and stuff like that. But even if it was on the up and up, you know what I mean? And I'm not even sure of that. But if you're young, I wouldn't even come close to that, John, man. Like, I, they better if they ever, I'll be homeschooling with a Hotep Jesus, man. They ever tell us like, yo, you kids gotta get that John. I'm like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
I'll see y'all later. I mean, there's not gonna be any hesitation for my book, and that's just me. I'm not encouraging anybody else to do a certain way. That's just how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I wouldn't, because it wouldn't sit right with me if things went left. You know what I mean? And I've heard too many people too many times that went left. Like I told y'all, Paul went to work. They was offering. I said this story a couple times. They was offering people at a job. You get $100 extra. You take the Yami, because this is back. Remember back then they was trying to get everybody on the Yami. You get a day off. You get $100 in paycheck. One of this dude, he was in his 40s, had a wife, kids, and all that. He said, "I'm gonna take this money. I'm gonna lay down on that couch Friday." It did not get up again. They come back to work Monday. What happened to man? Oh, he going for $100 and a day off.
Mm. Mm. $100 wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth it. I just saw a story where they said Patterson, New Jersey's about to mask kids up in school again. I said I pulled my little niggas out right in time.
Yeah, there's only like one. There's like I asked Jay like in the beginning of the year there was a few, but now there's like no kids. There's like a handful of kids. There's one white girl that does it, but usually the Shines got their kids. They got their kids in that mask. You know what I mean? Like come on, man. I would like. I just want to know if I look in these niggas refrigerator. I better not see no juicy juice. I better not see no cookies. I better never see no Fruit Loops. I better never see no sodas. I better not see none of that. If you so concerned with motherfucking kids' health, you gotta be like, yo, you will wear a mask in there. I'm like, all right. I better not get home and you got the fucking Oreos, shit like that. Because a lot of times these niggas heavy set, these kids is a little heavy set. Now, I mean, I don't know, man. How you be heavy set kid? You like, there's one thing you should be having. They should be like getting enough exercise. But if they not eating right, you know what I mean? Like the niggas little fat chubby ass cheeks and shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. And then you want to say, oh, you better wear a mask for your health. Nigga, you get them off the hog maws first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Independent analysis shows 7,400 excess non-COVID natural cause deaths a week. 7,400.
Unexplained deaths. Gee, I wonder what that could be.
Also, former Jacksonville Jaguar guard Yuchi Nawane dies at age 38 from acute heart failure.
Gee, I wonder what that could be.
He also had some. Uh, he was not kind to the anti-punchers either.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I try. I mean, come on, knock on wood. I don't try to be killing nobody. You know what I mean? Yeah, even if you took that joint, you shouldn't be like, why would you just slander somebody else? And let me karma always comes.
Right.
Karma's real in my books, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't try to mess with karma too much.
Right.
Um, European study 29 cardiac arrests a year in European sports leagues to over 1,500 since the Fauci juice and the 19 came.
Gee, I wonder what that could be.